Let's review Bravely Second End Layer, created by Silicon Studio for the Nintendo 3DS in 2015. This game is a sequel to Bravely Default Fairy Flying. You should play Bravely Default first, because Bravely Second spoils one of the biggest plot twists from the first game. Bravely Second elegantly captures the heart of an old-school RPG without feeling out of date. At the heart of this game is a classic turn-based battle, but with a twist. Action points are called BP. You gain 1 BP each turn and it costs 1 BP to act. Any character, whether friend or foe, can borrow turns so they can act multiple times in a single turn. This is called Brave. Meanwhile, guarding will stock 1 extra BP so you can act twice in a future turn of your choice. This is called Default. This battle system solves one of RPG's oldest problems in that guarding is generally useless due to having better options such as casting a defensive buff. You can consume BP that you don't currently have. For example, if you are at 0 BP, you still have the choice to act 4 times in a single turn, but this will put your BP stock in the negatives. Borrowing turns is very useful for normal encounters, because you can go all in to finish the enemy in the first turn. The enemy can also use Brave and Default. If you use Brave irresponsibly, this can give the enemy an opening to Brave and finish you off. The Brave and Default systems are only the tip of the iceberg. Beneath the waves is a robust class system of 30 available jobs and enough skills to make an RPG gamer squeal with delight. Each job has its own unique look, stats, active skills, and passive skills. You can switch jobs between each battle and train each individually at your own pace. You can mix and match jobs to create your ultimate fighter. You can use the skill set of the current job and one other job that the character had previously learned, such as a black mage who can use knight skills. Each character can also use up to 5 passive skills that can be pulled from any of the previously learned jobs. Being able to mix and match between 30 different jobs makes for a near infinite number of combinations, and you can really let your imagination run wild. A character can equip any equipment, regardless of job, but each job has a mastery rating for each type of gear. For example, a bishop can equip heavy armor, but since they have low mastery rating for heavy armor, it won't give a lot of defense. I believe that the battle and job system are the best part of the game. The game gives you a lot of freedom to customize your party, but also forces you to make tough choices, because you can't be all jobs at once. The story of Bravely Second is decent thanks to a solid and colorful dialogue, but the overarching plot gets tiring. The game follows a knight named Yu Jinyoulja, whose duty is to protect Agnes, who is the heroine from the first game. They are attacked by the masked leader of the empire called the Kaiser. Yu sets off on a journey to rescue Agnes. Each character, even minor characters, has a personality that's so defined that you can guess who is the speaker from the text alone. I love the way the characters interact. The voice actors are also splendid. Otherwise, the production value for most of the cutscenes is very modest. Almost all of the cutscenes consist of dialogue with 3D models facing each other and waving their hands and mouths. While the dialogue quality is great, I find myself doing the story in order to progress the game, instead of progressing the game in order to get more story. The game is quite long, yet the game is stuck on the same main goal of rescuing Agnes for around 40 hours. Of course, there are many cool scenes and events that happen in between, but the main motivation ended up getting pretty stale. It's an average story stretched thin over a long game. The art and music for this game are amazing. The town's design are highly intricate and have an artistic hand-drawn touch. If you stop moving for a while, the camera zooms out for you to see the entire town in full splendor. The controls for this game are amazing. The game is packed with quality of life features. This includes auto battle, one-handed controls, custom encounter rates, battle speed, and saving presets for job party composition and battle commands. This game lets you get help from real friends through Spot Pass and live service features. Since the live service feature is no longer operational as of making this review, only the Spot Pass is available. I have a spare 3DS with my original playthrough back in 2016, so I was able to Spot Pass with my new playthrough. This game is just as fun without the features, but you might be forced to grind more or face a harder challenge. The first Spot Pass features allow a friend to send an attack so the other friend can use it in battle. Then there's Abby Link, which allows one character to borrow the job levels of another friend. Finally, Spot Pass allows you to add villagers to your moon base. What's a moon base, you ask? Partway into the game, you are invited to rebuild a village on the moon. You unlock rewards, such as getting more customizability with your special attacks. The more villagers you have, the faster you can build a building, but since the live service feature is offline, the only way you can get new villagers is to use Spot Pass. When I first played this game in 2016, I was sent optional bosses from the internet called Baals. However, on my second playthrough in 2025, the network features were discontinued, and I did not get sent any Baal bosses. There's a special move called Bravely Second that freezes time and allows you to perform up to 3 turns without consuming BP. You consume SP instead. 1 SP is replenished by waiting 8 hours in real time. This means every 24 hours, you will have the feature fully charged, preferably for a boss battle. If you manage to beat the enemies in 1 turn, you have the option to go another round for exponential rewards. Sometimes, battles will warn you that there are enemies lurking in the shadows, which mean you have to fight 2 fights in a row. The sub-quests are really worth it. Not only do you unlock a new job class at the end, but you also get a meaningful mini-story. You have to choose between 2 jobs at the end of each side quest. The side quest stories are a great way to pass time while leveling up. There are so many features, I won't be able to cover all in this review, but I want to talk about one more feature, which is the Chomp Craft minigame inspired by Cookie Clicker. In this minigame, you get to kick back and relax and watch your characters make stuffed animals. You can use the points that you get from making stuffed animals to upgrade your tools to make stuffed animals even faster. I highly recommend Bravely Second for turn-based RPG enthusiasts who like a solid job system. The extensive job system is something I enjoy sinking my teeth into, and the art, music, and dialogue are exceptional. The main thing holding it back is the average story stretched thin over a long game. I give Bravely Second an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and happy gaming!